I am doing this for myself. That's a pretty striking statement, isn't it? Sort of a declaration.
It really is. Hits hard. Makes you think about, personal shifts.
Exactly, like reclaiming something. It hints at these hidden emotional worlds we all navigate.
Definitely.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're the place where we dig into fascinating stories, narratives, and pull out those surprising bits of insight, things that hopefully help you feel really well-informed.
Mm-hmm.
So today we've got quite a mix of sources. There's this really vivid, almost gripping narrative about a road trip.
Yeah, sounds intense.
And it's woven together with these really moving parts from a personal diary.
Oh, interesting. A diary.
Yeah. So our mission, really, is to explore that whole complex web of human relationships. Friendship, love, regret, serious regret.
But seeing it from different angles, right? Because the sources might not always agree.
Exactly. Multiple perspectives. Sometimes they really clash.
And that's what makes this kind of deep dive so interesting, I think. It sheds light on how people change the secrets they might carry.
Right.
And, the long-term impact of choices, maybe misunderstandings too. It's really a journey into the details of connection and loss and finally getting some understanding.
Yeah, understanding the human heart, which is, let's face it, pretty baffling sometimes.
Tell me about it.
And speaking of baffling, our story today jumps right into a relationship at this critical point. It's all unfolding during this epic 6-hour road trip.
Wow, 6 hours in a car. That's a pressure cooker.
Totally. It's not just about the scenery changing outside the window, it's the relationship itself shifting in a big way.
Okay.
So let's get into it.
Let's do it.
So the story kicks off with Deb, our narrator. He's watching his girlfriend, Avantika. They've been together 5 years, right?
Established relationship.
Yeah, but he's suddenly seeing this new side to her, like a renewed seductiveness. It's kind of startling him.
After 5 years. Interesting.
He thinks it might be because of advice from their friend Shrey. He actually calls her off the charts awesome.
High praise. But there's always a but.
But yeah, there's this undercurrent. He likes it. He admits that. But it's also bothering him. That's the word he uses.
Bothering him? Why?
Because he feels like she's pretending, like she's doing it for him. His thought is literally, that's not what people in love do.
Right. Okay. So it challenges his idea of what love should look like. Yeah. Authenticity and all that.
Exactly. It's not just about her changing. It's hitting his maybe unconscious expectations about the relationship.
Which happens all the time, doesn't it? We get comfortable with a version of someone.
Right. And it reminds you that real intimacy, sometimes it demands you kind of redefine yourself, even if it freaks out the person closest to you at first.
Yeah, that's a really crucial point. It forces Deb to look at his own maybe idealized picture of Avantika. And this whole transformation, it gets tested immediately on this road trip.
Right away.
And this isn't just, a Sunday drive. It's described as really arduous, full of tension.
Sounds stressful.
They've been driving 6 hours, took like a million detours. They're lost.
Oh, boy. Lost.
And driving through a pitch black night on a road that just doesn't seem to have an end. Their car is the only one around for miles.
Eerie.
Totally. And there's this mechanical issue, too, with the car. They call it the Shrey scar.
The Shrey scar. Wonder what that story is. Maybe named after the friend.
Could be.
Yeah.
Or something that happened with Shrey. Either way, it feels ominous, like it could give way any time.
So the journey itself is dangerous.
Physically, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also like a crucible for their relationship, which is already shifting, right?
Yeah.
And Avantika's reaction in all this chaos,
Mm-hmm.
her calm confidence, it's not just being tough. It really shows her new sense of agency.
A real contrast to Deb.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A stark contrast to his anxiety, which is still lingering.
It really is striking.
Right.
While Deb's clearly on edge, Avantika is described as least bothered. Just totally calm.
Incredible under pressure.
So he asks if they should just drive through the night, and she just, offers to take the wheel. Simple as that.
Wow.
And she drives for 6 hours straight. Through the total darkness, listening to her iPod while Deb actually falls asleep.
He sleeps through all that.
He does. Wakes up with a sore neck from sleeping funny. But Avantika hasn't slept a wink, apparently, but she's composed, ready for the next day.
That's quite something.
And then she says this thing to him, the quote from the start. "Why do you think I'm doing this for you? I am doing this for myself."
Boom. There it is.
It's time to switch places. I will be the stupid, irresponsible one now. And she gives him a wink.
A wink? Okay, so she's owning it, but Playfully, maybe.
Maybe. But it leaves Deb feeling a little scared. He says he's seen her tie apart before.
Or tie apart. Like another persona.
Seems like it.
Ah.
Maybe a wilder side. Something he finds alluring, but also, yeah, intimidating. He
Yeah.
literally fears he can't keep up.
Wow.
So what does that tell us about that tension, between loving someone as they are or were and accepting they're changing?
Well, it really highlights that classic struggle in long-term relationships, doesn't it? The clash between our comfort with a familiar version of our partner
Yeah, the one we know.
and their right to grow, to evolve.
Yeah.
Deb's fear, it isn't just about this tie-apart.
Hmm.
It's about how his identity in the relationship might have to change, too.
Ah, right. It challenges him.
He's seen a side of her that suggests this independence, autonomy. And maybe that doesn't always fit neatly with his needs or, expectations.
And her calm driving through that nightmare night.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It underlines it. She's not just coping. She's in command
Yeah.
of herself. And that can be both amazing and, unsettling for a partner used to a certain dynamic.
It's such a complex picture of love.
Yeah.
And right in the middle of this journey, both the road trip and the emotional one,
Mm-hmm.
Deb's thoughts give us this really deep look into his love for her, despite feeling unnerved by the changes.
He still loves her deeply.
Oh, totally. He thinks about other couples and is convinced, our love is way better. He feels she completes me, that life without her is meaningless.
Wow. That's intense devotion.
It is. So much so that after she drives all night and crashes in the car, he carries her sleeping into their hotel room in Bhopal.
Ah, okay. That's pretty romantic.
Yeah, a real gesture. He even hopes she'll brag about it to her girlfriends.
Huh. Okay, a little bit of ego there too, maybe.
Maybe a little. But the next morning, you see their connection still. They have this playful banter. She teases him for blushing when she compliments him. They laugh together.
So the bond is still strong.
Very strong. It's a love that can handle the literal dark, getting lost on the road. It thrives on that playful connection. But it's also grappling right now with these big shifts in who she is or who she's becoming.
Fascinating dynamic.
So this tough journey finally gets them to Bhopal. And this is where the real purpose of their trip, the one linked to Ritam's diary, starts to come into focus.
Okay, the diary. Right.
They're looking for people named Piyush and Nivedita, and it seems like Avantika is really driving this part of the search. More curious, more determined than Deb.
She's on a mission.
Totally. They find Piyush Makhija's office. He's a design engineer. Deb's observing him, thinking he looks intelligent and hardworking.
And Deb compares that to himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He immediately contrasts it with his own childhood, feeling like the fat, ugly one who got bullied. It's an interesting little insight into Deb.
Self-perception is powerful.
Then Avantika, who's pretty direct.
We've established that.
She just lays it out, reveals the diary, and drops the bombshell. Ritam Dey, the guy who wrote the diary, he died in the Chandni chalk blast.
Whoa. Just like that.
Yeah.
Heavy news to deliver.
Yeah, big impact.
And Piyush's reaction, you said it's immediate and poignant.
Incredibly. At first, he's just confused, but then he sees the RD initials on the diary.
The initials.
And it clicks. He runs his hand over them, his eyes well up, tears start, and he just quietly says the name, Ritam Dey.
Oh, man. That's powerful. Hits him right away.
Totally. Memories flood back. He remembers Ritam from boarding school. Ritam was from Mumbai, an aggressive football player.
Okay, so they were close. Friends.
Close enough that together they were the most lethal forward attack on the football team. Unbeatable for 3 years, he says.
Wow. Old bonds.
And the shock, the grief, it's raw. He keeps saying, I can't believe he's dead.
Just processing it.
Then he describes Ritam's personality. Says he was complex. Sometimes he used to act all angry and rough.
Okay, the aggressive side.
But on other occasions, he used to seem like a very docile guy. It was amusing.
Huh. So 2 sides to him? Or maybe more?
Exactly.
Yeah.
This picture of a complicated, lost friend, it's not just sad, it kind of sets the scene for the regrets that are about to spill out.
Yeah, you can feel it coming.
And yeah, the layers of regret, they just start unfolding. The diary itself says Ritam thought Piyush ignored him, even envied him.
Ouch, from Ritam's perspective.
Right, and that triggers Piyush. He launches into this emotional confession about a girl, Sumi Das.
The classic triangle, maybe.
Seems like it. Piyush admits Sumi liked Ritam, even when she was technically with Piyush.
Okay.
But Ritam apparently was a bit of a bully back then, intimidated her. Piyush couldn't handle it. His arrogance, he calls it. Couldn't accept his girlfriend liking someone else, especially his best mate.
Pride, ego, teenage stuff, but it cuts deep.
Totally. So he lied to Sumi, told her he and Ritam didn't get along anymore. He even stopped talking to Ritam to make the lie seem real.
Wow. He actively sabotaged the friendship.
He did. Then, trying to make Sumi jealous, he started talking to other girls. But it all backfired. Terribly. He lost Sumi and he lost Ritam.
Oh, man. What a mess, all stemming from that initial insecurity.
And then the diary delivers this final blow. It contains Ritam's apology to Piyush, saying he was sorry that he envied you and stopped talking to you. He missed you.
Oh, God. That's brutal. Ritam felt bad, too.
Exactly, and Piyush just breaks down. I missed him too, he says, but more than that, I was angry at him. I shouldn't have done that.
The weight of that regret after all these years.
It's immense, and Deb makes this observation in the narrative. Tears usually don't lie.
No, they usually don't. It sounds like genuine remorse.
Yeah. Piyush even says he tried looking for Ritam later on social media, but couldn't find him. Too late.
Futile attempts.
Ugh.
Haunting.
And before Deb and Avantika leave, he asks them to pass on a message to Sumi if they find her. Please tell her that I really cared about her.
Still thinking about her, too.
Yeah, this whole Sumi story, it's not just about young love gone wrong. It's such a clear example of how pride, insecurity, that fear of being vulnerable,
Especially when you're young.
it can make you wreck the things you value most. Friendships, relationships. And those regrets can stick with you for decades.
Absolutely. Makes you think how many people are walking around carrying similar unspoken burdens from their past.
So many, probably.
It really does. And it shows how those narratives we build, often out of feeling insecure or needing to protect our pride back then.
Yeah, the stories we tell ourselves.
They can have such a massive impact down the line. Piyush feared being second best, acted out, and boom, lost two important people. And the full weight of it only hits him now, years later, with this diary acting like a final heartbreaking message from the past.
Yeah, a message he can't ignore.
And the regret, it's clearly not just for Sumi, but deeply for that friendship he threw away because he couldn't handle his own feelings back then.
And just when you think Piyush has unloaded all this historical weight,
There's more. Oh, boy.
Avantika hits him with another piece of the puzzle about Nivedita. She just asks him straight up, did you know she is crippled?
Whoa, direct again. And crippled, Nivedita.
Yeah, and Piyush's reaction is just visceral. He blurts out, what? Complete shock.
He had no idea.
No idea. And the shock turns instantly into this deep, deep regret. He suddenly remembers Ritam asking him for money years ago.
Money for what?
To visit Nivedita. She was in Gandhinagar. But Piyush, back then, in his judgment, or maybe his anger at Ritam,
He didn't believe him.
he dismissed it. Thought Ritam was lying to get money. And now, the truth hits him. I didn't know, he stammers. He's just crushed by realizing he denied his friend help based on a completely wrong, terrible assumption.
Oh, that is heavy. That connects right back to what we were saying about assumptions, misunderstanding.
Exactly.
And how even seemingly small denials or moments of mistrust can just ripple outwards and cause such lasting pain. He judged Ritam's request.
Dismissed it completely.
And now, years on, he's faced with the reality of Nivedita's situation and his own failure to help. It's a powerful lesson, really, in the consequences of our actions or inactions.
Yeah, how mistrust echoes.
And you see his desire to sort of grasp onto this past, maybe understand it better. He asks for copies of the diary pages.
Okay, the parts that mention him, the parts I'm in.
He wants to hold on to that piece of Ritam, that piece of the truth he missed. It just makes you realize, doesn't it, how many crucial moments in our lives, our relationships, are shaped by what we don't know.
Or what we choose not to believe at the time.
Precisely.
That's such a strong point. And the impact of that Nivedita revelation, it really seems to, galvanize Deb and Avantika. It gives their quest a new urgency.
They know where they need to go next.
Immediately. Their plan is now. Gandhinagar first to find Nivedita, then Mumbai to find Samidas.
Following the threads.
And Avantika, she's totally focused. Doesn't matter, she has some big office project looming. She's committed to this.
Her determination is unwavering.
And they make this small but significant decision together. Deb notes it. They decide to stop calling Ritam the dead guy.
Ah, that's respectful. Using his name.
Yeah, acknowledging the person behind the diary, the story, it feels like the journey's shifted. It's not just about delivering a diary anymore. It's deeper.
It's become about understanding, maybe even finding some kind of closure. For Ritam, for Piyush, maybe even for themselves.
Could be. Their journey is definitely not over.
Far from it, seems like.
So to really get to the heart of all this complex web of feelings and actions, we need to hear from Ritam himself, right?
Absolutely. Go straight to the source.
We turn now to his diary. Entries from November 2010. This gives us that direct, unfiltered look into his thoughts, his feelings.
And Readham starts with this. Wow, this incredibly powerful, almost philosophical definition of love. Can you share that again?
Yeah, it's something. He writes, when you know that your happiness is like a sacrificial lamb for the happiness of the person you care about, you should realize that you're in love. The most incurable form of love.
Incurable love. Wow, that's intense. Setting yourself up for pain, almost by definition.
Seems like it. And he immediately applies it to his own situation. He talks about Regini, this girl he clearly loves.
Okay, Regini, not Sumi. Different person.
Different person. And Regini is sad because her boyfriend, Nigel, got an internship. Readham feels torn.
How so?
He says he's happy to see her happy because, Nigel's success makes her happy. But at the same time, he's sad to see her happy with someone else.
Oh, that classic conflict. The agony of unrequited love where you genuinely care for the person's happiness, even if it's not with you.
Exactly. It's raw. It's honest. It's that pain when your empathy makes you celebrate something that's also breaking your own heart.
And he calls this incurable. He's living it.
He really is. And his sacrifice, it goes way beyond just feeling sad. It's almost like self-destruction in a way.
How do you mean?
Well, we read about Regini getting her own internship confirmed. In Bangalore, she's overjoyed.
Okay, good for her.
But for Readham, he just feels this wave of loneliness and the hollowness of the times to come. He knows she'll be gone.
Anticipating the loss.
Yeah. And get this. Nigel, the boyfriend, actually suggests Readham apply for the same internship. Gives him a chance to be near Regini.
Oh. So what does Readham do?
She refuses. Poignantly, the diary says he knew she would have Nigel to take care of her. He was all she ever needed. He basically takes himself out of the equation.
Wow. That's profoundly selfless. Or maybe self-defeating.
It's a fine line, isn't it? But then another twist. Regini's parents say she can't go to Bangalore alone.
Protective parents.
Yeah. So Regini, in tears, asks Readham if he'll come with her to Bangalore as her companion, basically.
Oh my God. The ultimate test. What does he do?
His internal struggle is huge. He knows what it means, but he agrees. He writes he couldn't have been selfish and said no to her.
Even knowing Nigel would be there.
Yes. He admits, while she smiled, my life came to a standstill.
Mm-hmm.
The thought of spending 2 months watching Nigel and Regini in front of my eyes literally makes him shudder.
That is heartbreaking. Choosing her happiness, knowing it means witnessing the very thing causing him pain up close every day.
It's an immense personal cost. Truly fits his definition of sacrificial love.
It absolutely does. It brings us right back to that incurable love idea. The happiness is a sacrificial lamb. Readham's choice, it's undeniable proof of his devotion. But it also makes you question the sustainability, the healthiness of that level of self-sacrifice.
Like, where's the line?
Exactly. Is there a point where that deep empathy just becomes self-erasure? And his sadness, it comes through in other ways too, right? In how he observes Regini.
Yeah, he's very observant. He notes her physical changes, says she looks hot now. She straightened her hair.
Losing the natural look.
Losing her natural waves and cute curls, which he mentions was hair she used to love. And he wonders, almost painfully, did Nigel ask her to?
Oof. Seeing her change for someone else, suspecting it anyway.
And he makes this observation. The sweetness is gone. It's subtle, but it feels like a comment on how relationships, or maybe this relationship with Nigel, is changing her. Maybe taking away some essential part of her he cherished.
That's a keen insight. He's seeing her transform, much like Deb is seeing Avantika transform.
They parallel.
But Readham's watching from this position of just agonizing, quiet, selfless love. No power to influence it, just witnessing.
And his final thought in this section, it's just devastating. He sees Regini looking out a window, dreaming, happy, and his wishes.
What does he wish?
I wish she would remain like this, happy forever. Even if her happiness was because of someone else, I wish I could see her tomorrow.
Oh, wow. I wish I could see her tomorrow. Given what happens to him, that hits differently.
It really does. It's this profound acceptance of sacrifice and just layers upon layers of affection, pain, all tangled up. Love without demanding anything back.
It's incredibly moving.
So what a journey we've been on today. Just digging through these really powerful sources. We started with Avantika, her bold self-reclamation.
And Deb trying to figure it all out.
Yeah, Deb grappling with his own protective, maybe slightly controlling love while she's changing right before his eyes.
And shifting gears to Piyush.
Right, Piyush's story. That incredibly poignant reckoning with decades of regret, lost friendship, pride, misunderstanding.
All triggered by a diary.
And finally, getting inside Readham's head. His own words, revealing this ultimate Selfless, incurable love, he described.
We've really seen love in so many different shades today. Passion, protection, deep sacrifice.
And running underneath it all, the power of unspoken truths, assumptions, choices, big and small, that just ripple outwards and shape entire lives.
And if you zoom out, think about the impact of perspective here. How the story changed depending on whose eyes we were looking through.
That's so true.
We started with Deb's view of Avantika, right? Close up, personal, a bit confused. Then we jumped to Piyush's memories of Ritam, filtered through years, distance, and massive regret.
A completely different angle.
And then finally, Ritam's own voice, his inner world. Each layer didn't contradict necessarily, but it added depth, nuance, made the whole picture richer, more complex.
Yeah, definitely more complex.
It's such a powerful reminder, isn't it? That behind every interaction, every perceived slight, every change we see in someone, there's always more going on beneath the surface.
Always more to learn, more to understand.
And the stories we don't hear, or maybe the ones we dismiss, like Piyush dismissed Ritam's plea, they often carry the most weight in the end.
So here's something to think about, maybe mull over after this. How often do we do that? Like Piyush did. How often do we dismiss someone's needs or misunderstand their situation, maybe even people really close to us, only to find out, maybe way later, the real depth of their truth and the weight of our own missed chance, that missed opportunity to connect or to help?
It's a sobering thought.
What unspoken stories, what quiet sacrifices or hidden truths might be waiting right there in your own connections for you to maybe see them differently?